Welcome back to Talking Fitchburg. In the break, I was busted for not recycling by the trash police. That's Rick Eilertson. Good morning, Rick. How are you doing?
Great.
We didn't give him headphones.
They're here.
How is he going to hear us?
Well, he can hear us.
Gosh, unbelievable.
Just use my ears.
Yeah.
Just use your
I like
listening
to. I
ears.
like. I don't like to force them on anyone. You know, some people like to have them on. Some people don't like to have them on. You just...
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Rick. I pinky swear that I will do better on recycling.
Awesome.
That's on
I'm
camera.
sorry.
That's on camera. So.
That's how committed I am
All right.
to fixing this. All right, on a serious note, I will recycle, but we've got some good stuff coming up here in the next couple of months in regards to cleanups, in regards to Bird Day, Arbor Day, all those fun things.
Oh yeah.
But before we get to that, we also have the wintertime going on here.
Yes.
And you guys put out some interesting stuff about salting. And there's a new salt. Is it a new salt group, that Saltwise group?
There is a new partnership called Wisconsin Saltwise. So wisaltwise.com actually just came up with this new.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
There's like kind of a logo / infomercial on different things that people can do right on their own properties. So shovel, the mechanical removal of snow and ice to start with. And then if you do need salt, you can put it on, scattering it lightly. One of the suggestions is you only need about a coffee mug full of salt to put on one whole, property length of sidewalk, about
Oh, wow.
60 to 70 feet long of a standard 5-foot wide sidewalk. You only need that amount of salt to do the job, as long as you've removed the snow and ice that's on there. This is a challenging day right now because we've had freezing rain
Right.
part of the morning, and that's a really challenging time to try to deal with. So sometimes it's actually works better to leave a little bit of snow on when you have freezing rain, because then it doesn't penetrate and then stick onto the pavement. There's a lot of different tricks to the trade that Mark Hodel, our street supervisor, and other crews throughout the city have been working on, but. These are a couple of the key things, and then when things get really cold, switch. So the idea is shovel, scatter, switch. That 1, 2, 3 step, and if the temperature is getting below 15 degrees Fahrenheit, salt doesn't work in any of the different types of chloride options. So magnesium chloride, calcium chloride, sodium chloride, none of those work below 15 degrees Fahrenheit typically. So then you want to look at obviously work on the mechanical removal, get things down to the bare pavement if you can, and then apply sand if need to for traction. So those are a couple of the keys that the Wisconsin Saltwise partnership has come up with, and this is a very new partnership. It's just started last year, I think, end of 2014, beginning of 2015. But it's a group of a whole bunch of different organizations, primarily focused in the Madison area right now, but it's definitely a statewide partnership. So Madison Metropolitan Sewerage District has been one of the huge players in it, primarily because of the chloride limits. So they have quite a lot of chlorides that's coming to their plant. That's coming primarily from a lot from water softeners throughout the whole Madison metropolitan area, but also it's been spiking in the winter. So they're getting what they feel is, or what they're pretty sure is, some road salt. And/or could be parking lots that if there's parking lots or parking ramps that drain into the sanitary sewer system, some of that may be getting in as well. But there's definitely infiltration, inflow that's happening within the streets, and obviously there's sanitary manholes that chloride can get into and then get into the sanitary system, and they have permit requirements through their Wisconsin pollutant permit program that has certain levels of what's allowed in the chloride, and they've been getting above that, and so they've been a huge partner wanting to try to do work on the source reduction idea, and so they've actually gone out for grant programs, different options for both in the buildings as well as out of the buildings. So and DOT's been involved with it. Dane County Office of Lakes and Watershed. Madison Water Utility is also very concerned because some of the wells, the shallower wells that Madison Water Utility has been showing elevated levels of chloride in there, that it's starting to get up so you can actually taste it.
Wow.
And so it's still not above chronic toxicity but it's a taste. It's you can certainly start to taste it, and obviously if that continues to get worse, then they're going to have to shut those wells down or blend that water with other non-chloride water. So it's definitely a concern that a lot of people have been starting to work on pretty heavily.
So what's the website again for the?
It's wisaltwise.com. So
and we've had some chance to talk a little bit about this on the show to get it out there. And when it comes to big snow events, we try to say, you know what, just think about the salting.
Yep.
And I think it was a good eye opener. There was a winter maintenance thing a long time ago, and well, not a long time ago, but
2014 we hosted it.
Yeah, and that in the very first part of it, and I always bring this up every time, but it talks about there's really not that much groundwater on the earth when you really think about it. There's a ton of salt water out there, but we only have so much fresh water to deal with here.
Exactly.
So it's a big deal.
So I just wanted to point out that Andrew got the website. That's the website that we're talking about. So you can check this out more in depth.
Well, we ran out of time, Rick.
And that's the article. There's an article in the Star on that.
We'll get you on next time, and we'll of course bring up the other topics that you had to apply in here. But really good information that you shared there. So good insight.
Very timely.
So thank you for being on, and I promise I'll recycle. We'll be right back. It's Talking Fitchburg.